Every day, millions of seniors across America pop their morning vitamins, believing they're boosting their health. But here's a shocking truth. Some of these vitamin combinations could be silently harming you. Imagine this, your daily multivitamin, that calcium pill for your bones, or even that vitamin D you take for energy. They could be canceling each other out. Worse, they might be causing dangerous side effects like dizziness, fatigue, or even heart problems. If you're over 60, your body is already working harder to stay strong. The last thing you need is a supplement routine that's secretly making you weaker. So here's the question that might keep you up tonight. Are your morning vitamins putting your health at risk? Don't worry, this isn't about fear. It's about hope. New research and simple habits can help you avoid these dangerous supplement interactions and keep you feeling vibrant, independent, and ready to enjoy life with your grandkids, your garden, or that dream trip you've been planning. According to the National Institute on Aging, nearly 70% of seniors take multiple supplements daily, yet most have no idea about the health risks of mixing vitamins. Today, we're diving into the surprising mistakes you might be making and the easy fixes to keep you safe. If you're someone who takes your health seriously, and I know you are, hitting that like button right now helps us share this life-changing info with more people just like you. Let's get started with the first combo that could actually weaken your bones, even if you're taking it to make them stronger. The calcium and vitamin D trap. Why you need vitamin K2. Picture this. Joan, a 68-year-old retiree from Ohio, starts her day with a glass of orange juice, a calcium pill, and a vitamin D supplement. She's diligent. She's heard for years that vitamin D and calcium are the golden duo for strong bones. But a few months ago, Joan started feeling stiff, tired, and even had some scary heart palpitations. Her doctor ran tests and found something shocking. Calcium deposits were building up in her arteries. How could this happen when she was doing everything right? Here's the mini shock you need to know. Taking vitamin D and calcium without vitamin K2 can lead to calcium overload in all the wrong places. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, that's true. But without vitamin K2, that calcium can end up in your arteries or kidneys instead of your bones. A 2017 study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that excess calcium in soft tissues like blood vessels increases the risk of heart disease in seniors over 60. That's right, your bone-strengthening combo could be stressing your heart. So why does this happen? Think of calcium like cars on a highway. Vitamin D opens the gates to let more cars in, but without vitamin K2 as the traffic cop, those cars pile up in the wrong spots. Your arteries, your kidneys, even your joints. This is one of the most dangerous supplement interactions for seniors, especially if you're already dealing with high blood pressure or kidney issues. Here's the good news. There's a simple fix. Adding vitamin K2 to your routine helps direct calcium to your bones, where it belongs. A study from the Netherlands showed that seniors taking K2 with their vitamin D and calcium had stronger bones and less arterial calcification after just 6 months. The key? Timing and dosage. Take your vitamin D and calcium together, ideally with a meal for better absorption. But make sure your K2 is in the mix, too. A typical dose is 100-200 micrograms of K2 daily. But check with your doctor, especially if you're on blood thinners, since K2 can affect clotting. Have you been taking calcium and vitamin D for years, thinking you're covered? You're not alone. But this one small tweak could make all the difference. Let's pause on that thought for a second, because there's another combo that's even more common, and it's silently robbing your body of a nutrient you desperately need. Iron and calcium, the absorption block you didn't see coming. Let's talk about another mistake millions of seniors make every day. Meet Tom, a 72-year-old from Florida who's been feeling sluggish, foggy, and just off. His doctor diagnosed him with low iron, a common issue for seniors, especially if you're dealing with anemia or low energy. So Tom starts taking an iron supplement, but he takes it with his morning smoothie and his calcium pill. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. This is one of the biggest supplement mistakes you can make. Here's the surprising fact. Calcium blocks iron absorption almost completely. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that taking calcium with iron can reduce iron absorption by up to 50%. For seniors who already struggle to absorb enough iron due to aging digestive systems, this is a big deal. Low iron can leave you exhausted, dizzy, or even increase your risk of falls. Something no one wants when staying active and independent is the goal. Why does this happen? Imagine your gut as a busy airport. Iron and calcium are both trying to catch the same flight to get into your bloodstream, but calcium hogs all the seats. When you take them together, calcium wins and iron gets left behind. This is especially risky if you're stacking a multivitamin with extra calcium or drinking fortified milk with your iron supplement. So what's the solution? It's all about supplement timing. Take your iron supplement on an empty stomach, ideally first thing in the morning or at least 2 hours before or after any calcium-rich foods or supplements. Pair it with a vitamin C source like a glass of orange juice to boost absorption. For example, 50 milligrams of vitamin C can increase iron uptake by up to 30%, according to research from the National Institutes of Health. If you're taking a multivitamin, check the label. Many contain both iron and calcium, which means you might be getting less iron than you think. This is why multivitamin safety is so critical for seniors over 60. You might think you're covering all your bases, but without the right knowledge, you could be wasting money, or worse, hurting from your health. Have you ever taken your vitamins all at once, hoping they'll work together? I'd love to hear your story in the comments, because you might be surprised at what's going on in your body. This is just the beginning. We've uncovered 2 dangerous vitamin combinations that could be affecting your energy, your bones, or even your heart. But there's more you need to know. From minerals that compete to vitamins that could dangerously thin your blood, the next combos are even more critical for senior health. Stick with me. We're building a plan to keep you strong, safe, and in control. Let's dive into another vitamin combination that's tripping up seniors every single day. Picture Sarah, a 65-year-old from California who's been feeling restless at night with muscle cramps keeping her awake. Her doctor suggested magnesium supplements, great for sleep, muscle health, and even heart rhythm. Sarah's also taking a zinc supplement to boost her immune system, especially since she's worried about staying healthy for her grandkids' school events. She pops both pills with dinner, thinking she's stacking the benefits. But here's the mini shock. Magnesium and zinc can compete for absorption, leaving you short on one or both of these critical minerals. Why does this matter? For seniors over 60, magnesium and zinc are like the unsung heroes of your body. Magnesium supports over 300 processes. Think energy, strong bones, and steady heartbeats. Zinc keeps your immune system sharp and helps with wound healing, which slows as we age. But when you take them together, they're like 2 kids fighting over the same toy. A 2019 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that high doses of magnesium can reduce zinc absorption by up to 30% and vice versa. For seniors who often have lower stomach acid and less efficient digestion, this mineral competition can lead to deficiencies that cause fatigue, weak immunity, or even memory issues. Here's a simple way to visualize it. Imagine your gut as a narrow bridge. Magnesium and zinc are both trying to cross at the same time, but there's only room for one. If they're taken together, one gets pushed aside and your body misses out. This is one of those dangerous supplement interactions that's easy to miss, because who thinks two healthy minerals could cause problems? So how do you fix this? It's all about timing and balance. Take your magnesium and zinc at different times of the day. For example, try magnesium at night, about 200 to 400 milligrams with a snack, to help with sleep and muscle relaxation. Then take your zinc in the morning, around 15 to 30 milligrams, with breakfast to support your immune system. If your multivitamin contains both, check the doses. Many multivitamins skimp on magnesium, so you might need a separate supplement anyway. Always talk to your doctor to nail down the right amounts, especially if you're on medications like diuretics, which can mess with magnesium levels. This brings up a bigger point about multivitamin safety. You might think a one-a-day pill has you covered, but for seniors, these catch-all supplements can sometimes do more harm than good. Have you ever wondered if your multivitamin is actually working, or if it's causing a nutrient balance issue? Let's hold that thought, because there's another combo coming up that's even more serious, especially if you're on certain medications. Now let's talk about a vitamin combination that could literally be a matter of life and death for some seniors. Meet Robert, a 70-year-old from Texas who's been taking a vitamin E supplement for years. He's heard it's great for heart health and keeping his skin youthful. Robert's also on a blood thinner, warfarin, for his atrial fibrillation, a common heart condition in seniors. He takes both in the morning thinking he's protecting his heart. But here's the shocking truth. Vitamin E can dangerously amplify the effects of blood thinners, increasing the risk of excessive bleeding. This is one of the most critical health risks of mixing vitamins and medications. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning it builds up in your body over time. In high doses, above 400 IU daily, it acts like a mild blood thinner itself. When combined with medications like warfarin or even aspirin, it can tip the scales too far. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Medicine reported that seniors taking vitamin E with blood thinners had a 20% higher risk of bleeding events, like nosebleeds, bruising, or even internal bleeding. For someone like Robert, a simple cut or fall could become a serious emergency. Why is this so dangerous? Think of your blood as a river. Blood thinners keep it flowing smoothly, preventing clots. But add too much vitamin E and that river can start flooding, making it hard for your body to stop bleeding when it needs to. This is especially risky for seniors who might already be prone to falls or have slower healing times. The good news? You don't have to ditch vitamin E entirely. It can be beneficial in small doses, like 100-200 IU daily, for heart and brain health. The key is to avoid taking it if you're on blood thinners unless your doctor approves. Always check with your healthcare provider before starting or continuing vitamin E and ask about your INR levels, a measure of how thin your blood is. If you're not on blood thinners but still taking vitamin E, pair it with a meal containing healthy fats like avocado or nuts to boost absorption without overloading your system. This is why understanding medication and supplements is so crucial for senior health. You might be taking a vitamin with the best intentions, but without the right knowledge, you could be putting yourself at risk. Have you ever checked the label on your vitamins to see if they're safe with your prescriptions? Drop a comment below. I'd love to know how you're navigating this. We're halfway through uncovering the dangerous vitamin combinations that could be affecting your health. And trust me, there's more to come. From multivitamins that could lead to overdoses to surprising ways to make your supplements work better, we're building a roadmap to keep you feeling your best. Stick around, because the next chunk is all about avoiding supplement mistakes that could stress your organs. Let's zoom in on a mistake that's so common. It's practically a morning ritual for millions of seniors. Imagine Linda, a 67-year-old from Michigan who wants to stay on top of her health. She takes a multivitamin every morning, packed with vitamins A, D, E, and K, because it feels like an insurance policy for her energy and immunity. But then she adds a separate vitamin D supplement for her bones and a vitamin A capsule for her eyes. It sounds like she's covering all her bases, right? Here's the mini shock. Stacking multivitamins with extra supplements can lead to a dangerous overdose of fat-soluble vitamins, putting stress on your liver and kidneys. This is one of the sneakiest health risks of mixing vitamins. Unlike water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C or B vitamins that your body flushes out if you take too much, fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K build up in your tissues. Too much can become toxic. A 2021 study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that seniors taking high doses of vitamin A through multivitamins and additional supplements had a 15% higher risk of liver damage. Excess vitamin D, meanwhile, can cause calcium overload, leading to kidney damage or even kidney stones. For seniors over 60, whose organs are already working harder, this is a serious concern. Why does this happen? Picture your body as a storage unit. Fat-soluble vitamins are like heavy boxes. They don't leave easily once they're packed in. If you keep adding more boxes, the unit overflows and things start to break. That's what happens when you stack a multivitamin with extra doses of vitamins A or D. You might notice symptoms like nausea, dizziness, or even hair loss, warning signs that your body's struggling to cope. So how do you avoid this supplement mistake? Start by reading labels. Check your multivitamins doses of fat-soluble vitamins and compare them to any standalone supplements you're taking. For example, the recommended daily intake for vitamin A is about 700–900 micrograms for seniors, but some multivitamins plus an extra supplement can push you well over 3,000 micrograms into toxic territory. For vitamin D, aim for 800–2,000 IU daily, unless your doctor advises more for a deficiency. If you're taking a multivitamin, you might not need extra D or A at all. The key is to talk to your doctor or a pharmacist about your full supplement routine. They can spot overlaps you might miss. This is why multivitamin safety is so critical for seniors. You're trying to stay healthy, but without the right approach, you could be overloading your system. Have you ever looked at your vitamin bottles and wondered if you're taking too much? Let's keep that question in mind, because there's another combo that could be messing with your nutrient balance in a big way. Now, let's talk about a vitamin combo that's marketed as a must-have for seniors, but can backfire if you're not careful. Meet David, a 73-year-old from Arizona who's been feeling foggy and out of sorts. His doctor suggested a B-complex supplement to boost his energy and brain health. After all, B vitamins like B12 and folate are crucial for seniors, especially if you're dealing with fatigue or memory concerns. David's also taking a multivitamin and eating fortified cereals, which are loaded with folate. Sounds like a smart plan, right? Wrong. Here's the surprising fact. Too much folate from supplements can mask a B12 deficiency, leading to serious neurological damage. This is one of those dangerous supplement interactions that flies under the radar. Folate, vitamin B9, and B12 work together to support red blood cell production and brain function. But when you take high doses of folate, common in multivitamins and fortified foods, it can hide a B12 deficiency. A 2019 study in the British Medical Journal found that seniors with high folate levels and low B12 had a higher risk of nerve damage, causing symptoms like numbness, tingling, or even memory loss. For seniors who often have lower B12 absorption due to aging stomachs, this is a big deal. Think of it like a smoke alarm that's been turned off. Folate covers up the warning signs of low B12, so you don't realize there's a problem until the damage is done. This is especially risky if you're vegetarian or on medications like metformin, which can lower B12 levels. So what's the fix? Balance is key. If you're taking a B complex or multivitamin, check the folate dose. 400–800 micrograms daily is usually enough. For B12, aim for 500–1,000 micrograms daily, especially if you're over 60, since absorption drops with age. Better yet, ask your doctor for a blood test to check your B12 and folate levels before starting supplements. If you're eating fortified foods like cereals or breads, factor those in. They can add hundreds of micrograms of folate daily. And here's a pro tip. Take your B vitamins with a light meal to boost absorption without overwhelming your system. This is why understanding vitamin absorption is so important for senior health. You might think you're doing everything right, but small mistakes can have big consequences. Have you ever noticed tingling in your hands or feet, or felt more forgetful than usual? It might not be just aging, it could be a supplement issue. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're feeling. We're getting closer to a full plan to keep your supplements safe and effective. We've covered combos that can weaken your bones, block nutrients, thin your blood, and stress your organs. But there's one more critical piece to this puzzle. The next chunk is all about putting it together. Simple rules, timing tips, and a final warning about a combo that could affect your medications. Stay with me. You're about to take control of your health like never before. Let's wrap up with one final vitamin combination that could be a game changer for seniors, especially if you're on certain medications. Meet Barbara, a 69-year-old from Colorado who's been taking fish oil supplements for her heart health. She's heard omega-3s are great for lowering cholesterol and keeping her joints flexible. Barbara's also on a blood thinner, apixaban, for a past blood clot. She takes both her fish oil and medication in the evening, thinking she's protecting her heart. But here's the mini shock. Fish oil, when combined with blood thinners, can increase the risk of excessive bleeding, just like we saw with vitamin E. This is one of the most overlooked health risks of mixing vitamins and medications. Fish oil is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which naturally thin the blood, a benefit for heart health in small doses. But when paired with blood thinners like apixaban, warfarin, or even daily aspirin, it can make your blood too thin. A 2022 study in the Journal of Thrombosis and Hemostasis found that seniors taking high-dose fish oil, over 2 grams daily, with blood thinners, had a 25% higher chance of bleeding events, like gastrointestinal bleeding or prolonged bruising. For seniors over 60 who might already be at risk for falls or injuries, this is a serious concern. Picture your blood like a carefully balanced scale. Blood thinners keep it from tipping toward clots, but add too much fish oil and it tips the other way, toward bleeding. This is especially risky if you're also taking other supplements like vitamin E that have similar effects. The result? A simple bump or cut could turn into a much bigger problem. So how do you stay safe? You don't have to give up fish oil. It's still a fantastic supplement for heart and brain health. The key is moderation and communication. Stick to a low to moderate dose, about 500–1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily, unless your doctor recommends more. Always tell your doctor or pharmacist about your fish oil use, especially if you're on blood thinners. They might monitor your bleeding risk or adjust your medication. And here's a timing tip. Take fish oil with a meal to improve absorption and reduce stomach upset, but separate it from your blood thinner dose by a few hours to minimize overlap. This brings us to a bigger truth about senior health. Medication and supplements don't always play nice together. You're trying to stay strong and independent, but without the right knowledge, you could be putting your health at risk. Have you ever asked your doctor about how your supplements interact with your prescriptions? It's a small step that could make a huge difference. Now that we've uncovered the most dangerous vitamin combinations, let's build a plan to keep you safe energized, and in control. Think of this as your roadmap to supplement success, because you deserve to feel your best. Whether you're chasing grandkids, hitting the golf course, or just enjoying a quiet morning with your coffee. Here are 5 doctor-approved rules to avoid supplement mistakes and optimize your nutrient balance. Time your supplements wisely. We've seen how supplement timing can make or break absorption. Take calcium and vitamin D with a meal, but pair them with vitamin K2 to avoid calcium overload. Take iron on an empty stomach with vitamin C and separate it from calcium by at least 2 hours. Magnesium at night, zinc in the morning. Spread out your doses to give each nutrient its moment to shine. A 2020 review in Nutrients found that proper timing can boost vitamin absorption by up to 40% in seniors. Check your multivitamin labels. Multivitamins can be convenient, but they're not always safe for seniors. Look at the doses of fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K, to avoid overload. If you're taking standalone supplements, you might not need a multivitamin at all. Ask your doctor or pharmacist to review your routine for overlaps or risks. This is key to multivitamin safety and preventing organ stress. Talk to your doctor about medications. Supplements like vitamin E, fish oil, or even vitamin K2 can interact with medications like blood thinners, diabetes drugs, or diuretics. Before starting any new supplement, have a quick chat with your healthcare provider. Bring a list of everything you take: vitamins, prescriptions, even over-the-counter meds. A 2021 study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that 80% of seniors had at least one risky supplement medication interaction they didn't know about. Start low and go slow. Don't megadose. More isn't always better. Stick to recommended daily amounts unless your doctor advises otherwise. For example, 800 to 2,000 IU of vitamin D, 1,000 to 200 milligrams of calcium, and 15 to 30 milligrams of zinc are usually enough for seniors. If you're correcting a deficiency, follow your doctor's guidance to avoid side effects like kidney damage or blood thinning. Get tested when needed. Blood tests can catch imbalances before they become problems. Ask your doctor to check your vitamin D, B12, folate, or iron levels annually, especially if you're on multiple supplements. This is a simple way to ensure you're getting the right nutrients without overloading your system. These rules aren't just about avoiding danger, they're about empowering you to take control of your health. You're not just a number on a chart, you're someone with dreams, passions, and a life to live. Whether it's staying active for your family or feeling sharp for your hobbies, the right supplement routine can help you thrive. Your next steps: take action today. We've covered a lot. Dangerous supplement interactions like calcium without K2, iron with calcium, magnesium with zinc, vitamin E or fish oil with blood thinners, and multivitamin stacking. But here's the hope. You now have the knowledge to avoid these mistakes and make your supplements work for you, not against you. You're stronger than you think, and with these simple tweaks, you can stay that way. Here's what I want you to do next. Right now, grab your vitamin bottles and check the labels. Look for overlaps in fat-soluble vitamins or high doses of folate. Write down your routine to share with your doctor. In the comments, tell me, have you ever noticed side effects from your supplements like fatigue, dizziness, or bruising? Your story could help someone else avoid these mistakes. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're here every week with tips to keep you strong after 60. Want to know which vitamins actually boost your energy and brain power? Watch this video next. It's packed with secrets your doctor might not even tell you. You've got this. Let's keep building a healthier, stronger you together.